All right, guys, welcome back. It's me, Daniel, with VintageMagic.com with my friend Seth.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good, man. All right, so Seth and I just did a deal for some alpha cards, beta cards, some unlimited cards, but actually there was like antiquities, Arabians cards. But what's really interesting about this story actually isn't about me. It's about how the hell they got the cards. I want Seth to tell the story. I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's a great story. All you guys are complaining about not finding deals anymore. This one's gonna blow your mind. All right, literally blow your mind.
Vintage Magic. Game, collect, invest. For more information about our consulting and professional services, visit vintagemagic.com.
Hey guys.
All right, guys, welcome back. Oh, sorry about that, Seth. We are back. Why don't you tell your story about how you got these crazy old Magic cards?
So, been playing Magic on and off throughout the years. Got out of it about 10 years ago. And then my daughter, who's now 11, was like, hey, Dad, I want to play Magic. So I was like, all right, cool. We'll get into this. And, you know, it's an addiction, right? So I went and bought a couple decks, started teaching her how to play, and then got on Facebook and started surfing Facebook Marketplace here in greater Seattle area. And saw a list for, you know, Magic the Gathering cards that were signed. The guy wanted $1,000, and he had, you know, like 18 cards that were signed. I was like, let's message this dude and meet up with him. So I go meet the guy, and sure enough, he's got the cards that were signed and a whole shoebox full of other stuff. And I start flipping through the shoebox, and there's a stack of about 100 alphas and about 60, 75 betas and 300 or 400 antiquities, legends, you know, things like that. And make the guy an offer, and, you know, $700 later, walk away with a shoebox full of pretty valuable Magic cards, a lot of staples for Commander. You know, good stuff. So it was a real good day.
So you kind of doing like what old school, like back in the day, you kind of randomly saw an ad, right? Like Craigslist, whatever.
Yep.
And you just basically like didn't know what to expect.
Yep.
Garage sale style.
Yep.
And were you pretty shocked when this all happened?
I was extremely shocked. I called a lot of my friends that play a lot, and I was like, hey, I think I'm crazy right now because I just pulled, you know, like 10 Arabian Nights cards out and a signed Flying Carpet, and you know, there's like 8 Iron Claw Orcs from Alpha. Like, am I crazy? And you know, started sending them pictures of it, and they're like, no, dude, you literally just found like a mythical creature. And it was like, holy shit. And I was in shock.
You're like Indiana Jones.
I literally was in shock. And it's like, my wife walked in our bedroom and she's like, what are you doing? And I was like,
all naked.
My hands were
You're all
shaking.
naked with all these Magic.
No, I was just like, my hands were shaking, and she's like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, do you see this? And she's like, what is that? And I'm like, that's like $300. And she's like, no, you're crazy. And
yeah,
sure enough, you know, it was a really cool day, really good day.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so yeah, I gotta say, a lot of people don't understand how people can find those type of deals. So what are some tips you would give people?
Be patient. Pay attention to what's in the ad and ask questions. You know, a lot of people are counterfeiting stuff, so ask questions, find out the story and why it makes sense.
Were you afraid it's going to be counterfeited?
I was concerned because I've had a couple of friends buy stuff. They'd spend $800,000-$900,000 on a collection from someone to find out that half of it was proxy. You know. Yeah. And so I started asking questions, and I was like, hey, what's the best way I can tell? And my buddy was like, yo, our old cardboard smells like old cardboard. Like, it's gonna seem crazy, but take the cards, and if they smell like old cardboard, you can't fake that smell. And
interesting.
Sure enough, they smell like old cardboard. So
when you got them, how did you know they were real? The alphas and stuff.
You know, the signs to look for: the white, the rounded edges. I was making sure none of them were clean cut. Like, it's very hard to find mint stuff that old, right? You're gonna see a lot of play on most of it because most of us were kids when we had that shit. We were playing our decks and, hey, look what I got, and you play on the concrete or outside or at a picnic table, and so, you know, little signs of wear kind of tipped me off that they weren't fakes.
So if they were minty, you would be concerned.
I would have been a lot more concerned. I would have been a lot more hesitant with the mint stuff. Anything that wasn't already appraised or validated or, you know, looked at.
Right, so. Right. Because you still spent, what would you spend on the collection, you said?
Like $700.
It's still money, right?
Yeah, it was still a good, I mean, it's not cheap.
But what if they were proxies? Then
I would have been out of luck.
Yeah, and then
been
you
a
just
bad
would have
day.
ate it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So before this, did you ever own any alphas and betas?
No, actually, this was the first time I ever bought alphas or betas that I remember, unless I had them as a kid and just didn't know it at the time.
That's so awesome, man.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you sharing your story. You know what? You have your 11-year-old daughter. I hope you start playing some Magic with her. You know, I think it was interesting. You said you were just playing like a deck and she beat you or something? It was...
Yeah, the first couple games that we played together, she straight up just really got me. We're playing with pre-cons, so nothing tuned, but you know, she got good draws and she made good plays and she beat me, and
that's
now
magic.
she's hooked.
That's
Yeah.
magic. Just so she likes the game, right?
Oh, she loves it.
That's so awesome,
So.
man. All right, again, guys, for watching the video. I just gotta say, I mean, part of the reason why I do this, it's not really about the money at a certain point. You're doing it because of the love for the hobby and also the stories. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Seth, thanks for sharing it. I'll do a video right after this on what I got and show you guys just kind of how awesome it is to kind of like, it's called a find, right? You don't find stuff anymore.
No.
They just don't find, I mean, and the guy was going through a divorce, it's hard times, but at the same time, if you're you're persistent, you're searching, you have perseverance, is that the word? You go after it and find deals, you never know what you find. And sometimes you'll win a lot, sometimes you won't.
Yep.
And that's okay. All right, guys, take care. See you later. Thanks, Seth. All right. All right, guys, and we're back. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the introduction of the video with Seth, kind of talking about his story, how he found this collection. He basically was rummaging through Facebook. You know, he played with his 11-year-old daughter, you know, some games and wanted to see if other cards were out there. And on Facebook Marketplace, lo and behold, there was some extra cards he found in a collection, and it was a great deal for him. He bought it for $700. I just bought a partial amount of it. He kept a lot of the Legends, Arabian Nights, Antiquities cards, but I bought most of the Alpha and Beta cards. So what we have here is, these are just 4th edition cards, some random cards, really not of huge value, like a Mana Vault in there. Then you have a bunch of revised cards I got. And the significant ones are really just the Lord of the Pit. Let's focus there. Shivan Dragon, Lord of the Pit, and Nightmare. Force of Nature, Lightning Bolt, Northern Power, Single Vampire. And I think there may be a few more rares here and there, but just an assortment of cards in there. Granite Gargoyle, Venom Bodyguard, Sarah Angel. Something about revised cards. I gotta say, lately, revised cards are definitely growing for certain cards. There's like Copy Artifact has exploded in terms of value. The card itself, in terms of Alpha, Beta, and Unlimiteds, are somewhat unreachable now to a lot of players. So they're buying these revised cards instead, which skyrocketed the price of Copy Artifact, and super useful. All right, so these are just revised and unlimited lands. Some extras there. And this is a stack of unlimited cards I got also from the deal. I got from Seth. And on the back, let me just put the back here is all the valuable ones I saw. So pretty much what you have here is, you know, some staples, Lightning Bolt, Regrowth, and the Berserk, about $100 or so. Living Artifact is the rare. And just a variety here of cards. Now, as far as what I paid for my price, a lot of you guys are wondering. Let's put it this way. I paid over $1,000, under $2,000. I'll leave it at that. So a decent deal for myself. Not a bad deal. Seth, obviously, his goal was to make his money back. Invested at $700, and then obviously have a bunch of cards for himself to play and collect too. So he kept some alphas for himself. So that was great. So there's some basic lands and basically commons and some uncommons. Got the Demolition Team. I like this artwork. I like this card, but people don't play it in the games much. This card's very useful. Orcish Artillery. Awesome card. Some of the artifacts. Betas, I have to say, are really still in my opinion, undervalued. I think there's a lot of potential for betas. Watch out. Those are going to grow in time. Don't miss out on those when they're still lower priced than comparative to alphas, of course. And alphas, as alphas grow, like they will, eventually these will all be $100 bills one day. So I kind of look at it like that. Like one day these could all be $100 each, even though they're played, right? They're all very played. No inking. We can tell there's definitely a lot of play there. That's how one way you can tell on a stack of cards if there's an inking, anything, pretty quickly. All right, so these are the alphas that I got in the deal. You could tell me in the comments you thought these are almost 100 alphas or so. 2 fogs. Now, Alpha 40 has gone crazy in terms of, there's a lot of players that want to buy into this without paying the ridiculous premiums of near mint cards. So there's a lot of cards that have been a lot of growth in that market. But there's also been somewhat of a downturn because cryptocurrency has gone down. So, there's a lot of Iron Claw works. This collector must have been like making a red-green deck. Must be, because there's a lot of that. Random Rod of Ruin and Wooden Sphere. 2 Mons Goblin Raiders. I like this card too. False Orders. I always confuse myself if this is either a common or a common or uncommon, and it is indeed a common. I always thought it was uncommon for so many years. It's so funny. Disintegrate, really useful. Shatter. Lure is an uncommon, really cool card. Use it with Thicket Basilisk. Said it wrong. Hurlu Minotaur, iconic, and there it is. Lure and that card. Good combo. Tsunami. This card's growing a little bit. Red Elemental Blast, Stone Rain. I like this card a lot. I like the land destruction decks. I don't know about you guys. I like the red-black decks. Fun to make. And then there's a bunch of basic lands. Primarily forests and mountains, and then obviously a blue island for some weird reason. All right, guys. Well, that was my buy from Seth. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. I hope you guys are having a great Memorial Day weekend. We'll have some more videos for you guys this week and some exciting news going on. I'll be going again to Florida. June 11th, I'll be playing Old School Magic with the Tampa Bay group. I'll have actually a video talking more about that, the group itself, and excited to play some actual games live with some great collectors, players, and fans of Magic the Gathering, and look forward to that. All right, guys, have a great weekend. We'll talk to you soon. Hey guys, it's me, Daniel, with VintageMagic.com. I'm here to share with you more about our deck and set collector fulfillment service. The deck fulfillment service caters to the player. And what that basically means is if you are a player looking to fulfill your old school Magic deck, certain Power 9 or key pieces in your Vintage deck, or dual lands in your Legacy deck, we have the inventory and the resources to help you fulfill your needs. Next, we have the set collector fulfillment service. This really caters more towards the collector. Oftentimes I've been asked, hey Dan, can you help me find this specific graded card for this set? Or Dan, can you find me these 20 cards left in my beta set? It doesn't matter what you're looking for, even if it's like every single Sarah Angel possible out there, I can help you out. My resources and extensive network in Magic the Gathering, I was able to help thousands of clients all over the world fulfill their needs. I've made it my mission at VintageMagic.com to be your one-stop shop for all your collector needs. For any significant item or collection, we're able to travel anywhere in the world to meet you. The reason why my clients love this service because it saves you time. What happens is collectors and players often search all over online or vendors and they never find exactly what they're looking for. By going to us, we are the only one-stop shop who can help you with your needs. Using our service gets you exactly what you want and saves you time and money.
Vintage Magic. Game, collect, invest. For more information about our consulting and professional services, visit vintagemagic.com.